Depends what we mean by good question. Kid Joker. I would say that it depends what we mean by props. So sometimes folks will use prop interchangeably with like terrain. I tend to when I talk about props, I'm usually talking about stuff that like is going to be in people's hands at the table, which is not usually like terrain and miniatures and stuff like that. Uh, but I understand how some people think of it as everything. So my line for or like how I tend to view physical stuff at the table is that for terrain, on table stuff that probably players aren't interacting with very much in their hands. That being foam as like a baseline, and then detail work gets 3D printed. And for props, for things that they are handling, let's say if I make a puzzle or if I make letters or things like that, that's almost always a foam thing. Foam, I just if it's going to be a chunkier, more physical object. Like I don't think I have any, you know, props or puzzles or anything like that that have 3D printed elements yet. That may uh that may be the case at some point, but not yet. If you haven't printed for a while, maybe try a small plate first. That's a good point. Yeah, definitely. I should probably do that. Yeah, I mean it depends. I can see like yeah, there's so many variables when talking about broadly speaking, you know, what you could have. Like I can imagine what I would consider a prop to be something that I might 3D print if it involves like if I want there to be something that is sort of the like currency, let's say coinage or something, and maybe there's something having to do with that. I could see 3D printing that because I can't probably make that out of materials that I'm going to feel too good about, and that would probably require a lot of printing. Um, and then obviously like fine details could always be resin printed and added on too. That right. Not really recommended.